Well, good morning. Good morning. This is Kent Blaylock with SDG Replays coming to you live this morning from North Carolina. And we're going to do some Monday morning boxing this morning. We're going to be continuing with the Bunker Boxing League 32-man double elimination tournament, a second round bout in the losers bracket between Lennox Lewis and Deontay Wilder. But before we get into that match, we're going to have a preliminary bout that's going to be between Jeff Chandler, Bantamweight, and Orlando Canizales. We've fought a couple other bouts with those two fighters, both winning their respective bouts. So it's going to be interesting to see how the fight goes this morning between Orlando Canizales, and Jeff Chandler. So that will be our first bout. So let's take a look at the fighters this morning. Jeff Chandler is a 9-star fighter, whereas Canizales is an 8-star fighter. So Chandler will have the advantage in the ring star generalship, having one extra star, so should maintain control a little more in this fight. Chandler is not a power puncher. His power's 3 and 4 when his opponent is hurt or fatigued. His chin knockdown is a 2, and he will be stunned 3 to 5. His chin KO is a 2, so he doesn't knock down or knock out very easily. His will is a 4. He cuts at a 4, and his foul is a 3, and his stamina is 80. Chandler does have the slug it out trait, which it'll be in toe-to-toe exchanges. It's going to be a +1 to both fighters in punches landed in a toe-to-toe exchange. Chandler is a balanced fighter, so inside and outside almost identical. He's 0 to 52 on the inside and 0 to 51 on the outside. His defense is average, 1 to 4, he'll take away a punch, and at 5, he will add a punch. He counters from 1 to 6. Chandler's overall record was 33 wins, 2 losses with 2 draws. So a very, very good fighter. Orlando Canizales' overall record was 50 wins, 5 losses, 1 draw, 37 knockouts. So Canizales is the power puncher. He does have a power of 5, and when his opponent is fatigued or hurt, it's a 7. He does have a chin knockdown of 2, and he stuns 3 and 4. His chin KO is the same as Chandler's at 2. His will is a 4. He cuts easier at 7, and he fouls at a 5. Our ref today is Arthur Mercanti Sr., and he will call it straight. There will be no adjustments on fouls or wills. As far as Canizales, he primarily would like to be on the inside, banging away, looking to get that power punch in, 0 to 52 on the inside. On the outside is a little less accurate from 0 to 47. Canizales does not have any traits, so nothing to adjust there. His defense is a little less than Chandler's, as he defends 1 and 2, he'll take away a punch, but from 3 to 5, he will add a punch. He counters from 1 to 6 as well. So that's the tale of the tape for these two fighters. Should be an exciting bout. I believe Canizales, if he'll win, it will have to be through landing a heavy punch and knocking out Chandler. If Chandler dominates the control moments of this fight, it should go to him. Our judges for the fight are Harold Buck, Lou Filippo, and Joe Pasquale. all of these judges do have variances on their judging, so it should make for an entertaining fight and should make for some entertaining judging. We'll be getting to the fight here momentarily. Both corners giving final instructions to their boxers. Boxers meet center of the ring, touch gloves. Bell rings. Round number 1, dice roll. 1 and a 6. We'll see a toe-to-toe from the outside. Chandler leading off from the outside. Wicked 3-punch combo. 3 punches landed by Chandler. And there will be there will be a cut check for Canizales after he looks to answer back. And he does indeed answer back as well, just outside of his power range as he lands 15. He lands 4 heavy rights and lefts from the outside as he bangs away on Chandler. Now, cut check for Canizales. And he does not cut as the dice roll is a 10. As we go to the 240 segment, Canizales in control, landing more punches in that segment. 3 and a 1. We'll see a toe-to-toe again from the inside this time. Canizales leading off from the inside. 42 from the inside. 2 punches land, but 2 big, heavy punches, as there will be a chin check for Chandler after he answers back. He answers back 52, and he throws a quick 1-2 and finds the mark. 2 punches landed. Now, chin check for Jeff Chandler. And it is a 3. Chandler is stunned here. He is stunned here in the first round at the 240 segment of round number 1. We've already seen the heavy punching of Orlando Canizales taking effect as Jeff Chandler has been stunned. And we will go into segment 220 segment with Canizales unopposed. And he will be throwing from the inside, 65 from the inside, but he misses. He does not take opportunity of a stunned Jeff Chandler as Jeff Chandler shakes it off as we go to the 2-minute segment, 4 and a 4. Again, a toe-to-toe from the outside. Canizales leading off from the outside. It's an 80. He misses. Chandler looks to answer back with a 72, but he misses as well as we go to the minute 40 mark here in the round. 6 and 2. We'll see this time Chandler on the offensive from the outside. 41 from the outside. A wicked 3-punch combo. 3 punches landed for Jeff Chandler. But there was a defensive check from Canizales as he takes away one of those punches, as he takes one of those on the gloves, as we go to the minute 20 mark here in round number 1. 1 and a 5. We'll see Chandler going on the offensive, but we have our first event check in the first round. What will it be? And it is a 40. Fighters engage in a vicious toe-to-toe exchange. 6 punches landed by each fighter, so both fighters banging away. 6 punches landed by each. As this round is getting exciting, it's getting heated as we go to the minute mark here in round number 1. We'll see a toe-to-toe from the inside. Canizales leading off from the inside as he still has momentum. Lands heavy rights and lefts. 4 punches land as Chandler looks to answer back. He answers back with a 91. from the inside. And that is a clinch, so no punches landed. As those punches are taken back from Canizales. As we go to the 40-second mark here in the round, 6 and 6. Again, a toe-to-toe from the inside. Canizales from the inside. And it is another clinch as we go to the 20-second mark here in the round. 1 and a 2. We'll see Chandler on the outside, on the offensive. 69. He misses, and there will be no counter as the bell sounds and the round ends. An exciting first round as both fighters landing. 11 punches for Chandler to 12 for Canizales, but you'd have to think Canizales has maybe influenced the judges even more as he stunned Chandler there in the first round. We have some interesting judges who will make some interesting calls in this fight. One punch differential. First, Judge Harold Buck, then Lou Filippo, and now Joe Pasquale. All right, all three judges' scores are in. A very tightly contested first round, but I would, on my card, which is not official, would have to give the first round to Canizales, as he was the heavier puncher doing more damage. As we look to go to round 2, both fighters getting their instructions from their corners. Chandler's corner telling him he needs to get off first. Canizales' corner telling him to continue to stay inside and bang away on Jeff Chandler. As bell rings, the dice rolls. 4 and a 3. We'll again see a toe-to-toe from the inside. Chandler going first. Canizales going first from the inside. 92. It is a clinch. No punches landed in that segment. And as we go to the 240 segment, 1 and a 5. We'll see this time Chandler on the offensive from the outside. 96 from the outside. There will be one punch land, but it will be a foul check. Does Chandler foul? Does he get away with the low blow? He does. No foul called as we go to the 220 mark here in the round. 1 and a 3. Toe-to-toe from the outside. Chandler on the offensive from the outside. Rapid fire combination. He lands 4 punches going to the head and body of Orlando Canizales as Canizales looks to answer back. 58, he does not. He misses as we go to the 2-minute mark here in round number 2. 3 and a 4. We'll see Canizales on the offensive from the outside. 87 from the outside. It will be a clinch. No punches landed as this round is getting off slowly. 1 and a 4. We'll see a toe-to-toe from the outside. Chandler on the offensive from the outside just misses a power punch that Canizales evades. He looks to answer back. He does indeed from the outside. Punishing cross follows a jab. 2 punches landed as he takes back momentum as we go to the minute 20 mark here in round number 2. 4 and a 3. See again another toe-to-toe from the outside. Canizales leading from the outside. He punishing cross again behind that jab as he lands 2 more punches. Chandler answering back himself from the outside. 39 from the outside. Wicked 3-punch combo as he lands 3 punches and takes back momentum as we go to the minute mark here in round number 2, a back and forth fight between these two great fighters. 1-1. We'll see Jeff Chandler on the offensive from the outside. He goes on the offensive from the outside, 39. And it's again a wicked 3-punch combo, and there will be a chin check for Orlando Canizales as he gets one across to the head of Canizales, but he walks right through it as he keeps moving forward as we go to the 42nd mark here in round number 2. 5-4. We'll see Canizales on the offensive from the outside. 48 from the outside is just outside of his range as he misses, and Chandler counters back with 2 hooks to the body of Orlando Canizales as we go to the last 20 seconds of the round. 2-1. We'll see Jeff Chandler on the offensive on the inside. He misses, but Canizales answers back with a counter with 2 hooks of his own to the body of Chandler as the bell rings for an exciting second round that saw Jeff Chandler getting much busier and winning that round in this judge's eyes as he landed 13 punches to 6 from Canizales. Much busier round. For Jeff Chandler. 1 second. Sorry for the interruption. I want to make sure I wasn't having somebody come into my doorstep. So we see a 7-punch differential this round, so a little bit different scoring from our judges. Judge Harold Buck. Now Lou Filippo. And Joe Pasquale. Judges' scores are in. And after 2 rounds, I have this fight dead even as both fighters have tried to enforce their will on the other as we head to round number 3 in this 10-round bout between these two good and great bantamweights. Round number 3. Getting ready to start. Fighters up off their stools after getting instructions from their corners. Bell rings as the dice roll, 3-3. We'll see Canizales going on the offensive from the inside. That's an 0-7 from the inside. He lands heavy rights and lefts to the body and to the head of Jeff Chandler. There will be no defense from Chandler as all those punches get through as we go to the next segment. 5-2. Again, a toe-to-toe from the outside. Canizales leading off first from the outside. He rips a jab and a double, and it doubles across. 3 more punches landed as Chandler looks to answer back, and he answers back with a 38, which will be a wicked 3-punch combo. 3 punches landed from Chandler as we go to the 220 mark here in round number 3. Double deuces. We'll see Jeff Chandler going on the offensive from the inside. 34 from the inside. That wicked 3-punch combo again getting through for 3 more punches landed by Jeff Chandler as we go to the 2-minute mark, as there was no defense from Canizales. 3-2. We'll see Canizales going on the offensive from the outside, 67 from the outside, and it would have been a chin check for Chandler if he could have landed those punches, but he misses, and the counter back from Jeff Chandler indeed is a power shot as he lands 2 crosses, 1 to the body and 1 to the head, and there will be a chin check for Orlando Canizales as that counter lands heavily. And he takes that punch and keeps moving forward as we go to the minute 40 mark here in round number 3. 4-1. We'll see Jeff Chandler on the offensive from the inside, at 98 from the inside. He again gets a punch in, but it will be checked for a foul. Was that blow low? It was not, as our judge, Arthur Mercanti Sr., did not see that low blow as we go to the minute 20 mark here in the round. 1-6, toe-to-toe from the outside. Chandler leading off. 85, that is a clinch, and could have been some big punches landed there. There could have been a knockdown, but Canizales prevented those heavy blows from getting off as we go to the minute mark here in the round. 6-6 boxcars. Chandler going on the offensive first from the outside as we go on this toe-to-toe exchange. 37 from the outside. That three-punch combo getting through one more time as he lands to the body and the head of Orlando Canizales. Canizales looking to answer back, and he answers back big in 0-4. That will be heavy rights and lefts, 4 punches landed, and I haven't been doing the slug it out, so we need to add one more to each of those. I'll try to remember that the rest of the fight. So that will be 5 punches landed for Canizales and a cut check for Jeff Chandler, but the 6 is outside of his cut range as we go to the 42nd mark here in the round. Excuse me for missing that trait. 2-4, again, a toe-to-toe from the outside as Canizales took back momentum. 25 from the outside. That will be he rips a jab and a double cross. 3 punches landed, and then another with the trait, and there will be a check on Jeff Chandler's chin after he responds back. He responds back with a 58. He indeed does miss. Now the chin check. It is a 2. It is a 2. Jeff Chandler has been knocked down here in round number 3, and now the KO check, if it is 2 or under, and he is out for this fight, and it is a 4. He does indeed get up at the count of 4, but he will be stunned as we go into the last 20 seconds of this fight. Of this round, excuse me. So in round number 3, Jeff Chandler has been knocked down. And the power of Orlando Canizales is showing up in this fight. He is stunned and now knocked down Jeff Chandler in this fight. 22nd segment, we'll see Canizales going from the outside, and that is a 20 from the outside. That will be 3 more punches landed. There will be a wheel check and also a cut check for Jeff Chandler. First, the cut check, and at 10, he does not cut. But now the wheel check. Anything 4 and under, and this fight is over. And the bell rings as Chandler stumbles back to his corner after taking a beating from Orlando Canizales in round number 3. Seeing Chandler going to the mat. He still landed quite a few punches in that round. He landed 13. But Canizales outpunched him with 19 and the knockdown. So it will be an easy round to score on the fighters. For the judges with the knockdown, which now has Canizales leading this fight as we go to round number 4. His power has been shining through in this fight. His stamina, though, is beginning to get low as he's down to 28 stamina to 43 for Chandler. So that may raise its head here in the latter rounds. We will see as we go to round number 4. The bell rings as the dice roll. 5 and a 4. We'll see Canizales on the offensive from the outside. 27 from the outside. He rips that jab and double cross again. 3 punches landed. And defense from Jeff Chandler allows 1 more punch as another hook to the body gets through. 4 punches landed total in that segment. As we go to the next segment, 2 and a 3. Toe-to-toe from the inside. Again, Canizales from the inside. 0-4 from the inside. Blistering two-handed assault. 5 heavy punches getting through as he bangs to the head and body. And that last punch gets through heavy as there will be another chin check for Jeff Chandler as he looks to answer back with a 50. And he lands a quick 1-2 from himself. 2 punches and an extra with the toe-to-toe as both fighters get an extra punch in. But now, again, a chin check for Jeff Chandler as the heavy blows of Canizales have been taking their toll. But not this time as Chandler just shakes it off and keeps moving forward as we go to the 220 mark here in the round. 5 and a 3. Again, Canizales on the offensive from the inside, 44 from the inside. Punishing cross, follows a jab. 2 more punches landed as we go to the 2-minute mark here in the round. 2 and a 3. See a toe-to-toe again from the inside. An 0-3 from the inside. Canizales leading off. Again, that blistering two-handed assault. 5 more punches landed as Orlando Canizales has been very busy in this round. Chandler looking to answer back with an 82. He misses as we go to the minute 40 mark here in the round, a round being dominated by Canizales so far, 4 and a 1. We'll see Jeff Chandler going on the offensive from the inside. He does land a punch. There will be a foul check, and he does indeed foul on that punch. And he is being warned for a low blow as he goes below the belt to slow down Canizales here in round number 4 as it's being dominated so far by Canizales. Chandler sneaks the low blow in, he thinks, but he's caught by the judge and given his first warning. But maybe that'll slow down Canizales as we go to the minute 20 mark here in the round. 4 and a 2. We see Jeff Chandler this time again on the offensive from the inside. That again is 1 punch landed, but there will be another foul check. But this time he's going low again, and referee does not catch it this time as we go to the minute mark here in round number 4. Double deuces. See Jeff Chandler this time going on the offensive from the inside. Rapid fire combination as he lands 4 punches, and they all get through as Canizales does not defend as Chandler is trying to come back and late in this round. 3 and a 3. We'll see Canizales on the offensive from the inside. He misses. No counter as we go to the last 20 seconds of the round. Can Chandler do something to try to steal this round? He does not. Instead, Canizales gets off first, an 0-8. An 0-8 from the inside will be heavy rights and lefts. 4 punches landed as he lands 4 more punches. And again, there will be a chin check as Chandler lets all of those punches get through. Chin check for Jeff Chandler here at the end of the round. And it is a 3. He is stunned. But the bell rings as he goes back to his corner after taking a beating from Orlando Canizales in round number 4. A dominant round for Canizales, as 10 punches were landed to the 21 of Canizales. So that will be another dominant round from Canizales. The judges are turning in their scores. Harold Buck turns his card over to the commission, as does Lou Filippo, now Joe Pasquale. As we go to round 5, this is so far a bout that is going in the favor of Orlando Canizales. And the stamina is almost equal now, as that huge round from Canizales now has Chandler's stamina down to 22, whereas Canizales is at an 18. So fatigue is going to play a factor here in the latter rounds. As we go to round number 5, the bell rings as the dice rolls. Boxcars sees Canizales going first from the inside, 77 from the inside. He misses. Chandler answers back with a 93 as he clinches as we go to the next segment. 6 and a 3. We'll see a toe-to-toe from the inside. First Canizales from the inside. He misses. Chandler answers back, and he answers back with a wicked 3-punch combo, and one other punch gets through as his slug it out trait comes into effect, and there will be a cut check for Canizales, but the 13 is well beyond his range as we go to the 220 mark here in round number 5. Double deuces sees Jeff Chandler going on the offensive from the inside. 41 from the inside. Quick 1-2 finds a mark. 2 punches landed by Chandler. It's just outside of his power of 3. It's a 5. And there will be no defense from Canizales as we go to the 2-minute mark here in the round. 3 and a 1. We'll see a toe-to-toe from the outside. Chandler leading off first from the outside. 20 from the outside. Rapid fire combinations land 4 punches, and an uppercut gets through as well as Canizales looks to answer back, and he answers back big and 0-5 from the inside. And he lands heavy rights and lefts. 5 punches get through for him as well. And there will be a chin check for Chandler, but the 13 is well beyond that range as he keeps moving forward and banging away as well. 1 and a 4 as we go to the minute 40 segment here in round number 5. We'll see a toe-to-toe from the outside. Chandler going first from the outside. Quick 1-2 finds the mark as he gets the 1-2 in, and then an uppercut as 3 punches are landed. Now Canizales answers back with a 74, but he misses as we go to the minute 20 mark here in the round. Around this time, Jeff Chandler answering back as we go toe-to-toe again from the inside. Chandler from the inside. 21. Wicked 3-punch combo. 3 punches land, and then another cross to the head of Canizales as 4 punches are landed by Chandler in that exchange. Canizales answers back with rips the jab and doubles the cross, and then another jab as he lands 4 punches as we go to the minute mark here in the round. 1 and a 6. Toe-to-toe again, this time on the outside with Chandler leading off. He lands 1 punch, and there will be a foul check as another gets through, but there will be a foul check. And Canizales misses. Now a foul check, Jeff Chandler. And he does indeed foul again. What will that foul be? And it's for another low blow. Second warning for Chandler on low blows here in round 5. When Chandler is trying to enforce his will on Canizales as we go to the 42nd mark here in the round. 4 and a 6. Be a toe-to-toe again from the inside. Chandler leading off from the inside. That quick 1-2 finds a mark, and then across. 3 punches landed. Canizales looks to answer back, and he does not. It is a clinch, and those punches do not land as we go to the 22nd mark here in the round. 4 and a 3. Again, a toe-to-toe from the inside. Chandler leading off from the inside. He lands 1 punch, and then another added, but there will again be a foul check on Chandler, who is fighting dirty here in the bout. Canizales misses. Now foul check again on Jeff Chandler. This time he does not get called for it, as it was a dominant round this time by Jeff Chandler, who was getting desperate and felt like he needed to sway the judges in this round as he landed 21 punches to 9. And that is going to have Canizales going into round number 6 fatigued. And that was a round that went heavily and easily to Chandler. So as we go into round number 6, Canizales is now fatigued. So all his punches will be -1. We'll be reading from his right column, his fatigue column, and Chandler's power is now went up from a 3 to a 4. So this should make this round interesting. As we go to round number 6, the bell rings as a dice roll. 2 and a 6. See a toe-to-toe from the inside. Chandler leading off first from the inside. 87 from the inside. That will be a clinch as we go to the 240 segment, as no punches delivered in that segment. 4 and a 1. Again, Chandler on the offensive from the inside. 97 from the inside. Again, 1 punch landed and a foul check, but the 17 is well outside of his range as we go to the 220 mark here in the round. 3 and a 2. We'll see Canizales on the offensive from the outside. 54. He misses as we go to the 2-minute mark. A slow round so far in round number 6. 5 and a 4. Canizales again on the offensive from the outside. 52. He again misses, and there will be no counter from Chandler as we go to the minute 40 mark. 2 and a 3. Toe-to-toe from the inside. Chandler leading off from the inside. 41 from the inside. Quick 1-2 finds its mark, and then across. 3 punches landed, and there will be a chin check on Orlando Canizales after this, his response, which is 72. He misses. Now chin check for Orlando Canizales. He is knocked down at a 4 and stunned 5 and 6. And he takes that punch and keeps moving forward as we go to the minute 20 mark here in the round. 3 and a 6. Canizales from the inside this time. 46 from the inside. Punishing cross follows a jab as 2 punches are thrown, but only 1 gets through. As we go to the minute segment of this fight, 6 and a 5. We'll see Jeff Chandler on the offensive from the outside. That's a 13 from the outside as he fires a rapid fire combination, lands 4 more punches. And Canizales takes all those punches as we go to the 42nd segment. 2 and a 3. A toe-to-toe from the inside. Chandler leading off. 20 from the inside. That's a rapid fire combination, landing 4 punches and adding 1 more as it gets through. And there will be a chin check on Canizales as he answers back a 34 from the inside. He rips a jab and a cross. 3 punches landed, and that will be 3 total as we take away 1. And there will be a chin check for Jeff Chandler. First, the chin check of Orlando Canizales. It is a 9. He takes those punches and keeps moving forward. Now for Jeff Chandler. And it is a 5. He is stunned as we go to the 22nd mark here in the round. So Canizales will be firing away unopposed here in the last 20 seconds. And it is a 34 from the outside, 34 from the outside. He rips a jab and a cross, 3 punches landed. And Jeff Chandler allows all through, and now there will be a chin check again on Jeff Chandler's even fatigue. Canizales is throwing heavy, and it is a 9 as the bell sounds, and that will end the round. Another exciting round as both fighters getting busy. Canizales still throwing heavy here in the round. 13 punches landed by Chandler to 8 from Canizales. So a 5-punch differential as our judges will score this round. Judge Harold Buck. All right, Lou Filippo. Okay. And Joe Pasquale. All right. Judges' scores are in, handed in. We're ready. We're ready to go here in round number 7. We will. I play it in a way that when after Canizales lands 5 punches, Chandler will now be fatigued, as Canizales is well into his fatigue column. So the bell rings as the dice roll. 4 and a 6, toe-to-toe from the inside. Chandler leading off from the inside. 22. Wicked 3-punch combo. 3 punches landed as another gets through as well as a 4th punch lands. Canizales looks to answer back. 79. He does not. He misses as we go to the 240 mark here in round number 7. 3 and a 2. Canizales on the outside. He misses. Counter opportunity, but no counter from Chandler as we go to the 220 mark here in the round. 5 and a 3. We'll see Canizales on the offensive from the inside. 90 from the inside is a clinch as no punches thrown in that segment as we go to the 2-minute mark here in round number 7. 5 and 4. So Canizales again on the outside. 46 on the outside. He gets 1 punch in and is now outside of his power range as he gets 1 punch through. So he takes momentum as we go to the minute 40 mark. 1 and 4. We'll see a toe-to-toe from the outside. First, Canizales going from the outside. He misses, and if he would have landed, it would have been big. He would have knocked down Jeff Chandler, but he misses. Chandler answers back big himself, an 0-8. He lands a rapid fire combination. 4 punches landed, and a 5th gets through. And there will be a chin check on Orlando Canizales, but the 11 is well outside that range as he keeps moving forward as we go to the minute 20 mark here in the round. 4 and a 4, again, a toe-to-toe from the inside. Chandler leading off from the inside. Rapid fire combination. He lands 5 more punches going to the head and the body of Orlando Canizales. As Canizales looks to answer back, he answers back big himself, 14. As he lands heavy rights and lefts, as he lands 3 punches, and there will be a cut check on Jeff Chandler, but the 5 is just outside of his cut rating as we go to 1, as that punch landed heavily on the right temple of Jeff Chandler. 6 and 1, we'll see Chandler on the offensive from the outside. 69 from the outside is a miss, and Canizales does counter back with a hook of his own. 1 hook lands, and there will be a chin check for Jeff Chandler as it was a big hook. And he does not knock down, but it got his attention as we go to the 42nd mark here in the round. 4 and a 2. We'll see Chandler on the offensive from the inside. 57 from the inside. He misses. No counter from Canizales as we go to the 22nd mark here in the round. 4 and a 2. Again, Jeff Chandler on the offensive from the inside. But it is a clinch as the bell sounds to end round number 7. There's 14 punches to 5, 9-punch differential. So now both fighters will now be fatigued as Chandler's stamina is now down to 0. Both fighters are now fighting from their fatigue columns as we have a 9-punch differential. The judges, that's easy to score. And this fight is getting interesting. It is getting tight now. So far, after these last 2 rounds, I have this fight as even. So these last 3 rounds are critical for both fighters, both fighting from their fatigue columns, both tired, both sucking wind. Their corners telling them to get busy and to get active as they get up off their stools. Both of them weary, looking at the other. Chandler has seen the mat and been stunned more in this fight, but he is out punching Canizales, which has evened out this fight as we go to round number 8. Bell rings as the dice roll. 1 and a 1. We'll see Chandler on the offensive from the outside. 89 from the outside. That will be a miss. No counter from Canizales as we go to the next segment. 1 and a 4. Toe-to-toe from the outside. Chandler leading off from the outside. That is a 4 punches landed with another getting through because of the slugging out. Canizales looking to answer back. 48, and he does not. He misses, swinging wildly, missing that swinging hook as Chandler just dodges out of the way as we go to the 220 mark here in the round. 2 and a 6. Again, toe-to-toe from the inside. Chandler leading off. 91 from the inside. That's a clinch. No punches landed. As we move forward, 6 and 6. Again, a toe-to-toe from the outside. Chandler leading off first. He misses. Canizales looks to answer back, but he misses as well as we go to the minute 40 mark here in the round. 3 and a 5. We'll see this time Canizales on the offensive from the outside, a 10 from the outside. He answers back with 3 punches landed of his own and 1 less, 1 blocked. But then Chandler's defense allows another one back through as we go to the minute 20 mark here in the round. 5 and a 5, toe-to-toe from the outside as Canizales leads off from the outside. He misses. Chandler looks to answer back with a 14 from the outside. Rapid fire combination. He lands 4 punches in that exchange as we go to the minute mark here in the round. Double deuces. Again, Chandler on the offensive from the inside. 48 from the inside. He'll get 1 punch through, but that 1 punch is a cut check as Canizales allows that punch through. Now the cut check. It is a 6, and Canizales is cut. His cut is a 7. The roll is a 6. And he has a swelling right eye here in round number 8. Orlando Canizales is showing some of the wear and tear now on his face as his right eye is now swelling. As we go to the 42nd segment here in round number 8, 4 and a 2. Again, we'll see Jeff Chandler on the offensive from the outside. That's a 76 from the outside. That's a miss. No counter from Canizales as we go to the last 20 seconds. Round number 8, 3 and a 3. Canizales this time from the inside, 97. And he cannot get a punch through as the bell rings in round number 8. And that was a slower round for both fighters as we've seen ten punches landed by Chandler to 3 for Canizales. But I have to give that round a slight advantage to Chandler. Round number 8, 7 punch differential. First Judge Harold Buck, Lou Filippo, and Joe Pasquale. And Harold Buck turns in his card, as does Filippo and Joe Pasquale. Now on to round number 9. 2 more rounds in this 10-round bout. It's been an exciting undercard for our main event. These 2 bantamweights have fought valiantly, and it's going to go down to these last 2 rounds. Who can pull it out? Both fighters fatigued, both tired. Bell rings as the dice rolls. 6 and a 3. We'll see a toe-to-toe from the outside. Chandler leading off from the outside. He misses. Canizales looks to answer back. 44 from the outside. He does and land 1 cross as we go to the 240 mark. 6 and 1. We'll see Jeff Chandler going on the offensive from the outside. 66 from the outside. Counter opportunity, but no counter from Canizales. As we continue on in this round, 3 and 3, we'll see this time Canizales on the offensive from the inside, 47 from the inside. He gets 1 more punch through, but it is defended by Canizales. No punches landed in that segment as Chandler blocked that cross with his glove as we go to the 2-minute mark here in the round. 6 and 2. This time Chandler on the offensive from the outside, 72. He misses. Counter opportunity, and there's 1 cross that gets through. Now chin check on Jeff Chandler. He is knocked down here again in round number 9. He is knocked down. Now we go to his chin KO, 4 and under, and this fight is over. And he gets up, but he will be stunned going into the next segment. Round number 9 has seen Jeff Chandler knocked down. As we go to the minute 40 segment here in the round, Canizales unopposed, throwing from the outside, 40 from the outside. We'll see one punch landed as we go to the minute 20 segment here in the round. Only 3 punches landed by Canizales, but they were heavy as he knocked down Jeff Chandler. As we go to the minute 20 segment, 1 and a 1. We'll see Jeff Chandler on the offensive from the outside, 49 from the outside. He gets one punch through as Canizales allows that punch, and there will be a cut check again for Canizales. It is a 9. He does not cut as we go to the minute mark here in the round. 5 and a 2. We'll see a toe-to-toe from the inside as Chandler did take back momentum from the inside. He will land 2 punches. 2 punches find their mark, and there will be no power check as he's now fatigued. His power is down to a 1. He's virtually has no power. As Canizales looks to answer back with a 69. He misses as we go to the 42nd mark here in the round. 2 and a 3. Again, a toe-to-toe from the inside. Chandler leading off, 82 from the inside. He misses. Canizales looks to fire back, but he misses as well as we go to the last 20 seconds here in the round. Double deuces. We'll see Chandler on the inside, 66. He misses. No counter as the bell rings. Very slow punching round, but heavy punches thrown by Canizales as he knocked down Chandler once again in round number 9. 3 punches landed by both, but the knockdown will give that round to Canizales 10-8. So that has him, I believe, now winning this fight. So Jeff Chandler must come out and dominate this last round to sway the judges. But right now, I have Canizales winning this fight. And I think because of that knockdown, he has swayed all the judges. And I think he's winning it unanimously. But we will see as we go to round number 10, last round of this great bout between these two great fighters. Bell rings as the dice rolls, 5 and a 6. We'll see Canizales on the inside. 14 from the inside. He will land heavy rights and lefts. 3 punches landed. And Chandler lets all 3 of those through as we go for a cut check now on Jeff Chandler. And he does not cut as we go to the 240 mark here in the round. 2 and a 5. See Chandler this time on the inside, going on the offensive. 0-5 from the inside. He will land a blistering 2-handed assault. 4 punches landed, and Canizales allows another to get through as 6 punches landed in total. 220 mark. Now here in the round, 1 and a 1. Again, Chandler on the offensive from the outside this time. 0-2 from the outside. 3 more punches landed, and they were heavy as Canizales lets all 3 to get through. But Chandler has very little or no power now that he's fatigued. As we go to the 2-minute mark here in the round. 2 and a 2. Again, Chandler on the offensive from the inside. 44 from the inside. He gets through 1 more punch. As we go to the minute 40 mark here in the round. 2 and a 4. A toe-to-toe from the inside. First, Jeff Chandler from the inside, a 28 from the inside. 2 more punches go through, and another is allowed through because of the slug it out. And there will be a cut check on Orlando Canizales after he answers it back with an 18 himself. He lands 4 punches of his own as he gets through the head and body of Jeff Chandler. And there will be a cut check for Chandler first. The cut check on Canizales. He does not cut. And now Chandler. Neither fighter cuts as we go to the minute 20 mark here in the round. 3-3. Orlando Canizales from the inside, 47 from the inside. Punishing cross follows a jab. He does indeed get 1 punch through, and it is a heavy punch. It will be a chin check on Jeff Chandler. Hold on. No, because he does block that 1 punch. There will be no chin check, as the 1 allows him to block that 1 punch. So we go to 3 and 4. Minute mark here in the round. We'll again see Canizales on the offensive from the outside, 31 from the outside. 2 punches land as he rips a jab and a cross. 2 punches land. 42nd mark here in the round, 5 and a 6. Canizales again on the offensive from the inside, but he clinches as we go to the 22nd mark as he's sensing victory of 1 and a 6 toe-to-toe from the inside. Canizales leading first from the inside, and he hangs on as the bell sounds, and that is our fight, folks. In that last round, a round that Chandler desperately needed to win, he did not get it done as he landed 13 punches to 14 for Canizales. So how will round number 10 be judged by our judges with a 1 punch differential? First, Judge Harold Buck. All right. Lou Filippo. Okay. And Joe Pasquale. All right. Judges' scores are in. That was an exciting fight, going the full distance. It was fun to see these 2 bantamweights fire away and bang away. I see the fight going to Canizales just simply because he was outpunched, but he knocked down Chandler twice in this fight and stunned him. So I believe just because of the quality and the heavy punching that he won this fight. Let's see what our judges have to say about this fight. Judge Harold Buck scored it 96-91. Lou Filippo scored it 95-92. And Joe Pasquale with a much closer score of 94-93 to your winner by unanimous decision, Orlando Canizales. So that will be the end of our preliminary bout, seeing Canizales defeating Chandler in this bantamweight fight. But now we're on to our main event, which will see Lennox Lewis against Deontay Wilder in this heavyweight bout. So this should be an exciting fight as well. Now both these fighters are fighting in the losers bracket of this double elimination tournament. So this is a win or you go home bout. Now, both these fighters, almost identical records. Lennox Lewis was 41 wins, 2 losses with 1 draw, as Wilder was 42 wins, 1 loss, 1 draw, and he's continuing in his career. Lennox Lewis, 32 knockouts to the 41 for Deontay Wilder. Lennox Lewis is a 9-star fighter with a power of 6 and 8 when his opponent is stunned or fatigued. He has a chin knockdown of 2 and stunned 3 to 4, chin KO rating of 4, a will of 3. He cuts at 4 and he fouls at 6. We have referee Davey Pearl is strict on the foul, so we'll add 1 to that, so he'll foul at a 7. He does have the front runner trait if more ring general stars an opponent, -1 from chin knockdown. And he will have a -1 from the chin knockdown as he's a 9-star to Wilder's 8. So he will have a chin knockdown of 1. So it's going to be very difficult to knock down Lennox Lewis. He likes to punch from the outside as he lands 52% of his punches from the outside, 0 to 52, and 0 to 47 from the inside. His defense is average as Lewis will take away a punch 1 to 4 and add 1 at 5, and he counters from 1 to 6. Wilder has similar power. He's 6 and 8 as well. His chin knockdown is a 2. Well, interesting, he has the one-shot power trait, so he's going to add a 1 to the KO rating of Lennox Lewis, which will now go up to a 5. But his chin knockdown, that's Wilder's, is a 2, and he stuns from 3 to 5. His chin KO is a 3. His will is a 5. He cuts at a 4, and he fouls at a 3. His punching also comes from the outside as he's 0 to 50. He's a very poor inside puncher as it's 0 to 38. His defense is not as good as Lewis's, as from 1 to 2. He does take away a punch, but 3 to 5, he will add a punch. And he counters just from 1 to 4. So he will not be countering much at all. Both have the same stamina. We'll be looking at 70 stamina for this 10-round bout. Again, our ref is Davey Pearl. And our judges for this fight are Oscar Perez, Joe Pasquale, and Howard Buck. And that's the tell of the tape. Both fighters have been given their instructions. Take this man out. And let's get on to the next round because win, you go forward, lose, you go home. Excuse me. So both fighters up off the stools. Come to center ring, touch gloves. Bell rings as the dice roll. 5 and a 6. We'll see a toe-to-toe right off from the inside. Lennox Lewis from the inside. He misses. Wilder looks to answer back with a 94. And he clinches. No punches landed in that segment. So we go to the 240 mark. 1 and a 2. See Lennox Lewis this time on the offensive from the inside. 30 from the inside. Sharp 3-punch combo. 3 punches land. Wilder allows all of those punches to get through, and there will be a chin check on Deontay Wilder in the very first exchange. And he takes the heavy right from Lennox Lewis as we go to the 220 mark here in round number 1. 5 and a 6. See a toe-to-toe again from the inside. This time Lennox Lewis leading off. 0-8 from the inside. Combinations from all angles as he's landing to the head and the body. 4 more punches landed, and there will be a chin check for Deontay Wilder after he answers back with a 60. He does not answer back. He misses. Now the chin check for Deontay Wilder is a 15. He's taking those punches, and he keeps moving forward. 2-minute mark here in the round. 6 and 4. Toe-to-toe from the outside. 2 punches landed by Lennox Lewis as he snaps jabs in. Wilder looking to answer back. 57. He does not, as he's failed to land a punch so far here in the first round. 1 and a 3. We'll see again a toe-to-toe from the inside. Lennox Lewis again from the inside. He starts a jab and a 5-punch combo. 5 more punches land, and there will be another chin check on Wilder after he answers back. 77. He does not. He misses. Chin check now for Lennox Lewis. It is a 5. He is stunned. He is stunned as we go into this next segment. So we go into the minute 20 segment here in round 1. He is stunned. Minute 20 segment. It's been all Lewis so far in round number 1. He will be going from the outside. That's an 0-2 from the outside. That's 5 more punches landed. And this time there will be he allows all 5 of those punches through. So there will be a will check of 5, anything 5 and under. And this fight's over in the first round, and it is an 8. He avoids that as we go to the minute mark here in the round, a round being dominated by Lennox Lewis. And he's 6 punches away from an automatic TKO. 1 and a 3. We'll see Lewis on the inside, 65 from the inside. He misses. Counter opportunity. And he does indeed counter with 2 big crosses. And now with that 5, there will be a chin check for Lennox Lewis. And he takes those punches easily as we go to the 42nd mark here in the round. 6 and 4, toe-to-toe from the outside. Again, Lennox Lewis leading off, 0-9 from the outside. 4 more punches landed. And again, there will be a chin check on Deontay Wilder as Wilder answers back with an 83 from the outside. He misses. Now the chin check on Wilder. Once again, he takes that punch and keeps moving forward. So we go to the 22nd mark here in the round. Double deuces. We'll see Wilder on the offensive from the outside the first time in the fight. An 84 from the outside. He misses as the bell sounds. That will end this round as there's no counter from Lewis. A round dominated by Lennox Lewis. A 21 punch differential in that round as Wilder was just being outclassed in that round. So we'll go check our scores. All right. All right. Okay. Round 1 easily by Lewis, as he was banging away on a befuddled Deontay Wilder. As we go to round number 2, Wilder's corner is telling him, you need to get off first. You cannot let this man just bang away on your body and head. He's a heavy puncher. He's just like you. So watch out. So we go to round number 2. Bell rings, dice rolls, 6 and a 5. We'll see again Lennox Lewis, this time on the outside, 46 from the outside. We'll see a brisk jab, snaps the head back. 2 punches landed as we go to the 240 mark as both punches get through. 4 and a 2. Again, Lennox Lewis on the offensive from the outside. 79 from the outside. He misses. No counter as Wilder is yet to be able to figure out Lennox Lewis. 2 and a 5. Again, a toe-to-toe from the inside. 80 from the inside will be a miss. Wilder looks to answer back, and this time he does with a 23. Combo lands behind a jab. 3 punches landed as he takes momentum in this fight going into the 2-minute mark. 5 and 2. Again, Lennox Lewis on the offensive from the inside. 71 from the inside. He misses. Counter opportunity, but no counter as Wilder is unable to answer back. This time on the offensive from the outside, Deontay Wilder. 92 from the outside. There's a clinch. No punches landed as we go to the minute 20 mark. 4 and 5. We'll see Lennox Lewis on the outside, on the offensive. 22 from the outside. Sharp 3-punch combo as he lands 3 punches. As all 3 punches get through as we get to the minute mark here in the round. 3 and 6. We'll again see a toe-to-toe from the outside. First, Lennox Lewis fires away, but he misses as Wilder is evading. And Wilder looks to answer back, and he does. He snaps a jab followed by a cross. 2 punches landed as we go to the 42nd mark here in the round. 5 and 1. Again, a toe-to-toe, this time from the outside. Wilder from the outside. Swinging hard and wild, but he misses barely as Lewis looks to answer back with a 29 from the outside. He snaps a 3-punch combo. 3 punches landed. 1 to the body and 2 to the head of Deontay Wilder as we go to the last 20 seconds of the round. 3 and a 1. Again, a toe-to-toe from the outside. Lennox Lewis leading off. He misses as Wilder looks to answer back, but he misses as well as the bell sounds. Much slower round, much better round from Wilder as he kept this round close as there were 7 punches landed by Lewis to Wilder's 5. Much more paced second round as we have a 2-punch differential in the round. First judge, Oscar Perez. Harold Buck. Here we go. Oscar Perez scores that. All right. Now Joe Pasquale. Okay. Now Harold Buck. All right. The scores are in. Interesting scoring in this round. As always, the judges are one of the intriguing things about this game that I love at Glory Days Boxing that makes it interesting and keeps you guessing, but makes it realistic. Judges are not perfect. They do have flaws, and it will come out in their judging sometimes, and you'll wonder how they could have come up with that score. But here we go. We're into round number 3 in this 10-round bout. Bell rings as a dice roll. 1 and a 1. We'll see a toe-to-toe from the inside. This time Lennox Lewis leading off from the inside. He misses. Wilder looking to answer back. A 55 from the inside. He misses as well as both fighters are swinging wildly and defending well. 2 and 2. So this time Wilder on the outside. 0-2 from the outside. That was a series of jabs and crosses. He is throwing 5 hard to the body and head, but Lennox Lewis will block one of those. He defends 1 and takes 1 away. 4 punches landed as we go to the 220 mark. 4 and a 5. We'll see Lennox Lewis on the offensive from the outside, 0-4 from the outside. He starts with a jab and then a 5-punch combo, 5 punches landed as we go to the 2-minute mark, as all those punches get through. 1 and a 4. Again, Lennox Lewis on the offensive from the inside, 65 from the inside. He misses, counter opportunity, and 2 crosses do get through from Wilder. And there will be a chin check on Lennox Lewis as that one gets through heavy to the jaw of Lewis, but he shakes it off and keeps moving forward as we go to the minute 40 mark. 5 and a 6, toe-to-toe from the outside. Wilder leading off from the outside. 32 from the outside. Combo lands behind a jab. 3 punches landed. Now, Lewis looks to answer back with a 47 from the outside with a brisk jab. He snaps his head back with 2 punches of his own landing as we go to the minute 20 mark. Both fighters staying busy in this round. 1 and a 4. We'll see Lennox Lewis on the offensive from the inside. He misses. No counter from Wilder as we go to the minute mark here in the round. Double deuces. We'll see Wilder on the outside. 27 from the outside. 3 more punches landed. That combo lands behind a jab. 3 more punches landed. Lewis allows all 3, and now there will be a chin check for Lennox Lewis as Wilder is landing heavy in this round. And it is a 2. His chin knocked down. Oh, no, because of his front runner stayed, his chin knocked down as a 1. So he avoids that because of that trait. What a great time to have that trait. So he does not knock down as we go to the 42nd mark here in the round. A 3 and a 6. See another toe-to-toe from the outside. Wilder leading off from the outside. Lands 3 more punches. That combo in behind that jab has been working for him in this round. Lewis looks to answer back with a 92. And that's a clinch that will take back those punches from Wilder as we go to the 22nd mark here in the round. 2 and a 5. Lewis has felt the power of Wilder in this round. Again, a toe-to-toe from the inside first. Wilder leading off, 27 from the inside. 2 punches landed. That jab followed by a cross. And it is a heavy cross as there will be another chin check for Lennox Lewis as Wilder has been throwing heavily in this round. It's a 62. He misses. Now the chin check for Lennox Lewis. As the bell sounds, he shakes it off and goes back to his corner. And that this will be the first round that I would have to say was won by Wilder with the heavier punching and the volume of punching as he outpunched Lewis 14-7 in that round, a 7-punch differential. As he landed several punches that had to have a chin check, but Lewis, tough guy that he is, was not stunned during any of them, but he was checked for it. And if he had not had that front runner, he would have been knocked down. Here we go. This time, 7-punch differential. Oscar Perez. Interesting. All right. Now, Joe Pasquale. All right. And Harold Buck. All right. That was not quite the way I saw it, but I'm not the judge. I just roll the dice. Was a close round, though. As we go to round number 4. See, so far, Lewis still winning this fight. Fatigue will begin to become a problem as Wilder is down to 33 already in this fight because of that big round number 1 from Lewis. So we go into round number 4. Bell rings as the dice roll, 6 and a 4. Toe-to-toe from the outside. Wilder will be leading off from the outside, 22 from the outside for Wilder. Combo lands behind a jab. 3 more punches landed for Wilder. Lewis looks to answer back. He does as well from the outside, 25. He has a sharp 3-punch combo. 3-punch lands. So both fighters are getting off early here in the round. 6 and a 2. Again, a toe-to-toe from the outside. Wilder still with momentum from the outside. He misses. Lewis answers back with a 13 from the outside. Combinations from all angles. 4 more punches land as he takes back momentum as we go to the 220 mark. 2 and a 3. We'll see Wilder on the inside. 15 from the inside. He will land that combo behind the jab again. 3 more punches land, and he's snapping that jab out and landing a 2-punch combo in behind it. But the defense from Lennox Lewis does take back one of those as he takes one of those on the gloves as we go to the 2-minute mark here in the round. 5 and a 3. We'll see another toe-to-toe from the inside. This time Wilder misses. Lewis answers back with an 85 from the inside, which is a clinch that takes us to the minute 40 mark here in the round. 1 and a 5. Again, Lennox Lewis on the offensive from the inside, but that 48 is just outside of his range, and there will be a counter, 2 hooks countered back from Wilder as he digs to the body of Lennox Lewis as he misses wildly with a right cross. 4 and a 5. Again, Lewis on the offensive from the outside. This time, 22 from the outside will be a sharp 3-punch combo as he lands 3 punches. Wilder allows all 3 of those punches, and now they will be a chin check for Deontay Wilder. And he takes those punches and moves forward. 3 and 2. Again, Lennox Lewis on the outside this time, and 98 from the outside. He indeed gets a punch through, but will it be a foul as we check the foul? He does not foul. He gets that low blow in as we go to the 42nd mark here in round number 4. 2 and 6. Deontay Wilder this time on the offensive from the outside, 29 from the outside. Combo lands behind that jab again. It's working well for him. Throw that jab out and land the combo in behind as he gets all those punches through as we go to the 22nd mark here in the round. The last 20 seconds. 1 and a 4. We'll see Lennox Lewis on the offensive from the inside. A 76 from the inside. He misses. But there will be no counter from Wilder as the bell sounds. A very evenly fought round number 4 as Lewis landed 11 punches to the 10 of Wilder. So 1-punch differential. How will our judges score this round? So far, they're leaving it in the judges' hands instead of taking dominance in this fight. So far, I still have it Lewis because of that huge first round, but we will see. Judge Oscar Perez. Okay. Judge Joe Pasquale. All right. And Harold Buck. Okay. All 3 judges have their scores in. Oscar Perez and his tally in. Joe Pasquale. And now Harold Buck. And after 4 rounds, I still have Lewis winning this bout, but it could be all over in one punch from either one of these fighters because they both are heavy-handed. We have Wilder now with down to 22 stamina points to 39 for Lewis. As we go to round number 5. The bell rings as the dice roll. 1 to 3. Toe-to-toe from the inside. Lewis leading off from the inside, 65. He misses. Wilder looks to answer back. 38 from the inside, and he just gets that punch in as he snaps a jab followed by a cross. 2 punches landed. Cut check for Lennox Lewis, but he does not cut as the 6 is outside of his range. 240. 6 to 3. Again, Deontay Wilder from the inside, 73 from the inside. He misses wildly as Lewis counters back with two hooks, one to the body and one to the head. And the one to the head will have a chin check for Deontay Wilder. And it is a chin check of 8. And he takes that counter and keeps moving forward as we go to the 220 mark. 2 and a 6. Wilder from the outside, 28 from the outside. Combo lands behind a jab. That 3-punch, that jab and 2-punch combo keeps getting through. And this time, Lennox Lewis does allow him through. And it will be a chin check on Lennox Lewis as that right cross lands heavily to Lewis's jaw. And it is a 4. He is stunned. Lennox Lewis is now stunned here in round number 5. We have a stunned Lennox Lewis here in the round. That means that Wilder will go into the 2-minute segment unopposed to a stunned fighter, and he will be throwing from the outside, 28 from the outside. That will be 3 punches landed from the outside, and that will be a will check on Lennox Lewis. This could be the fight 4 and under, and this fight is over, and it is a 10 as Lewis shakes it off and keeps moving forward as Wilder is taking it to him here in round number 5. 4 and a 5. This time, Lennox Lewis on the offensive from the outside, 44 from the outside. He lands a 2-punch combo, which gets through, and now he is landing heavily, and there will be a chin check for Deontay Wilder. And he takes that punch and laughs it off as we go to the minute 20 mark here in the round. 1 and a 3. Toe-to-toe from the inside. This time Lewis leading off as he took back momentum from the inside. That'll be a 29 from sharp 3-punch combo as he lands 3 more punches. Wilder looking to answer back with a 41, and he misses. It would have been another chin check if he could have got those punches in, but his accuracy from the inside is getting the best of him as we go to the minute mark here in the round. 4 and a 6. Toe-to-toe from the outside. Lennox Lewis leading off from the outside. 2 more punches landed. There will be a cut check on Deontay Wilder after he answers back. He misses. Now the cut check, and he does not cut. So we go to the 42nd mark here in the round. 6 and a 5. Again, Lennox Lewis from the outside. 38 from the outside. 2 more punches land as he's gets all those punches through as he's getting back momentum. 1 and a 1. Toe-to-toe from the inside. Lewis leading off first from the inside, 19 from the inside, combinations from all angles as he lands 4 punches. Wilder looking to answer back. He answers back an 11 as he throws that combo again behind a jab. 3 punches landed as the bell rings. That is our 5th round, a round that's seen Lewis stunned for the first time in the fight. But Lewis again out punching Wilder as he lands 15 to 11, but a good round all around for both fighters, landing 15 punches to 11. So we have a 4-punch differential as it goes to our judges again. Judge Oscar Perez, Joe Pasquale, and Harold Buck. Okay, all the judges have turned in their scores. Oscar Perez hands in his tally. Now Joe Pasquale, and then Harold Buck. As we're going into the latter rounds of this fight now, Deontay Wilder, this is probably the last round that he's going to not be fatigued, so this is an important round. He needs to get some damage done in this round as we the outside. Big shots to the head and body. He lands 4 more punches, and there will be a chin check for Lennox Lewis after he answers back with a 41 himself from the outside. He lands 2 punches, and there will be a chin check as well for Wilder. First, chin check Lewis. And he is stunned. He is stunned, but he can still get a blow off, hit a punch off. He's not knocked down, so how will he answer back? And he does not answer back. So we have a stunned Lennox Lewis again here in round number 6. As Wilder is banging away on Lennox Lewis in this fight. So we go to the 220 mark here in the round. Wilder unopposed will be throwing from the outside, a 64 from the outside, and he does not take advantage as he misses wildly as we go to the 2-minute mark, 6-1. Again, Wilder on the offensive from the outside, an 80 from the outside. He misses, no counter from Lewis as we continue on, 2-2. Again, Wilder from the outside. He misses, no counter as we go to the minute 20 mark. 1-2. This time, Lewis from the outside, 72 from the outside. He misses, and again, no counter as the fighting is getting sloppy here in the round. 5-5. We'll see Lennox Lewis on the offensive from the inside. A brisk jab snaps the head back. 2 punches landed. No defense or from Deontay Wilder. So we go to the 42nd mark here in the round. 1-6. Toe-to-toe. Lennox Lewis leading off first. He misses. Deontay Wilder firing back, and he does from the inside. A 19 combo lands behind a jab. That jab and 3-punch combo continues to work for Deontay Wilder as we go to the 22nd mark here in the round. 5-1. Toe-to-toe from the outside. Deontay Wilder throwing first. Big shots to the head of the body. 4 more punches land as Lewis answers back with an 0-9 himself. He lands combinations from all angles as the bell sounds. Oh, hold on. He lands a power shot of a 6, but the 20 is well above as the bell rings for round number 6. Now I'd have to think that would, for me, that's a round won by Wilder with more punches landed and stunning Lennox Lewis in that round, getting through with the heavier punches. and landing 6 more punches, but you never know how the judges are going to go with it. The judges have all tallied their scores. And we have a fight here, folks. Still close in my eyes. I still think you have to give the fight to Lewis. But I think the momentum is going Wilder's way as we go into round number 7. Dice are being rolled as the bell rings. 6-2, a toe-to-toe from the outside. Wilder leading off from the outside, 33 from the outside. 3 punches land. Combo behind that jab again. It keeps working. Now, there will be a chin check on Lewis, but first he answers back with a 14 of himself, a combination of raw angles. 4 punches land, and he lands heavy. Both fighters coming out throwing hard. First, a chin check for Lewis, and he takes that punch. Now, how did that connect with Wilder? And it is a 1. Deontay Wilder has been knocked down here in round number 7 as a right cross gets through to the jaw of Deontay Wilder. In round 7, we see Wilder going down. His chin KO rating is a 3. So anything 3 or under, and this fight is over. And it is a 13. He gets up from that knockdown. But he will be facing Lennox Lewis in this next segment. Lewis will go unopposed from the outside, a 15 from the outside. That's a combination again from all angles. 4 more punches landed, and now there will be a will check for Deontay Wilder, whose will is a 5. So anything 5 and under, and hold on, I missed it. He is now fatigued. So he is knocked down, and his will now is an 8. Anything 8 and under, and Deontay Wilder will be out of this bout, TKO here in the 7th. Here's the roll of the die, and it's a 20. Wilder keeps moving forward as we go to the 220 mark here in the round. What an exciting round so far from both fighters. 3 and a 4. Again, we'll see Lennox Lewis on the outside. He misses. No counter from from Wilder as we go further into the round. 2 and a 4. We'll see Wilder this time from the outside. 27 from the outside. That combo behind the jab. 3 more punches landed as we go to the minute 40 mark here in the round. 5 and a 3. Toe-to-toe from the inside. Lewis leading off first from the inside. Sharp 3-punch combo. 3 punches landed, and there will be a chin check on Wilder once again as he answers back with an 11. As he lands big shots to the head and body. 4 punches landed, but now chin check Deontay Wilder. And he is knocked down once again here in the round. The second knockdown here in round number 7. Knocked down once again in the round. So here we go. KO 5 and under. And he gets up once again, but another unopposed segment. As again, 19 from the outside, combination from all angles again, 4 punches landed. And the wheel check of a 7 is under the 8 of Deontay Wilder. And Judge Referee Davy Pearl steps in and stops this fight in round number 7 as Lennox Lewis unloads heavy on Deontay Wilder for a 7th round TKO. So that's the bout, folks. Deontay Wilder is now out of this tournament, losing in a round 7 TKO. Let's see. At the minute 58 mark of round number 7. That is our fight. That's our 2 bouts for this morning. So we saw an exciting finish to this fight as Lennox Lewis will continue to move forward after TKOing Deontay Wilder here in round number 7, minute 58 into the round, after knocking down Wilder twice in the round. Referee Davy Pearl steps in and calls this bout. So that's our Monday morning matches for this morning.